Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor again in this beautiful 240 Pacific Pro. A lot of deck room, a lot of seating room, almost like a Kevlar seat, heated, love it. So I'm charging up my other battery, so we were into the GPS, is what I was talking about. A lot of people don't like me getting into these, just because, oh, I know all about it until I take them out, and then it takes hours to show them how to use this. But here, right to our tide is getting into slack. You can just pop that up and you can see it right there, or you can see where the moon phase is right there. It's half moon. Tells you sunrise, moonrise. You can go a year out and see what your tide tables are in the moon and the tides, previous day, next day. Then if I wanted to just see that map, I go like this, boom. Then remember how it's stop panning, brings me back. And I should be over here on that route, but it's okay. But now I want to go back to that combo, just hit that and it brings back. So again, depth finder up, done with that, hit that, go back. So then that's a combo. Then I can go in here. What I did is a standard traditional, and this is a clear view 455 versus a medium curve. This is your magnification window with the depth. I got it set on both of them. A scope. The A scope, if this red like that was, it shines red over here. That's anything in that area, that's living. Now you look for the art. See how you get this little yellow right in here, this color in here? That's bait. Now if you have a little blob in there that's almost pure yellow, and you look over here and you have an arc, that's a fish. So you get back out of that, and then when you got here, you got your standard, you got your clear, and then side, left and right. Range lines I put in there, so you got all that. Then right here is what I got is a fishing chart, and then your standard navigation. So this is color shaded relief with the currents right in here, so sometimes that's easier to see. For someone that hasn't been out here to know, you stay in the white, or you just stay in the, there's a perforated line right in there. That brings me back. And what I do is take a heading. I know it's 245 through that bridge. That's right here. 231, but if I got over here and then kick back, it would be 245. So now, if I hit this and hit this up, I'll stop panning on that, zoom in. Now say I didn't like seeing all these lines, but I like that shaded relief. It's green, you're safe. Yellow, uh-oh, like the stop sign, watch out. That orange color, you better trim that motor and hit reverse. So, but if you didn't want all those lines, you would just hit option, and then you hit layers, and then you, I think it's waters, depth fishing contours, you'd hit that off. See how it got red? Now it's easier to read that screen. But I want it for that, for fishing. See, and I go back, and I'm approaching, then go back again. And 244, 245 takes me dead set through here, and that's what I'd run until the next turn. So then you go here, and then you go your gauges like I showed you before. Boom, go back again. One more. I got this one set up for you. So then you got your temperature, your water temp, you got your oil pressure, your boost, and your fuel, and all your other data I put over here. Again, this stuff, whenever they buy it, I'll just take you out and I'll show you how to do all this. So right now, I'll probably just want to do this because I want this screen on right here. Now this screen right here, this is your CL5 gauge, that's your trim. Okay, that means I'm using the auto trim. Now this also has got what they call a BTS. So I can put, now see how the trim just automatically trimmed down? But if I push this button right here, it says speed control. You look up here and you'll see see how it says 650 forward gear. So now I can just push on this lever here. See how it's 700? I push it again. Every time I push it, it goes up like 50 RPM. See, now I'm up to 1100 without giving it throttle. And I'm doing 4.8 miles an hour. So say I wanted to go tuna fishing, what I would do, as soon as you hit this, it backs it off. It cuts it out. Hear that beep? Speed control deactivated. You don't see it up here. But say I want to go tuna fishing. I could get this rough at like 6.7, hit that button. And it's like a cruise control in your car. I'm at 6.6, but I need to go faster. I'm gonna bump up the RPMs. Let's go up to 1400 in that position. 7, there you go. 7.3. So this is gonna hold it between 7.5, right in that 7.5, 7.7 to 7.2. There's 7.7. Now, see, I'm going a little too fast. 7.8, yeah, 7.7. I'm just gonna bump it 50 RPMs down. And then see if I can't drop that down to 7.5. 7.7. So I'm going to go one more. I'm going to drop it down one more click. There's 7.6. And it will hold that. It'll do that in reverse, but you can only go so fast in reverse. Again, I can give this thing throttle. If I wanted to cruise at 16 miles an hour, I can hit that button right there. I've got my auto trim up, and I want to cruise at 18, I can, or I can speed it up or go down. Now, there's another thing on this one here. So anything I did here, just so you know, you can hook up to Active Captain and put it on your iPad, your cell phones, whatever, but you can actually go back here. Anything that can do, this can do. See how I got your gauges back here now? Speed control. Okay, we got that. So hit that, hit that. See, I can see everything right here. Like that gauge and the rudder, everything tagged, fuel economy, volts, oil, temp, and I could switch that into, like, I think they only give you that one option. Engine, coolant temp, bar. See, then it does the bar. So that's about it. Then just go back and it brings you right back. So now say I'm in forward up there, you can see that right there, forward, which is nice. It does. Now when they hooked this up at Duckworth, they did it right. They had the gateways hooked up. So all this information is going on this screen in the back one. Now I better get out of here. I'm gonna get pretty shallow pretty quick. And what depth? I'm in 24 feet, so I'm gonna back out of here. I think it's 24, yeah. There we go, finally going. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so now, oh, I know. Then I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna go ahead and put it forward, give it some gas. How many minutes? 7. Okay, so now, say I'm doing 3.3 right now. I can hit this button right here. I'm going to get her down to like salmon running. This is on this 350 now. You got to remember. We're at 3.2, right? That's about where it's hanging. 3.2. Okay, now I'm going to hit this button here. See how it goes to 90%? What that's doing, we're in forward gear right now. That's by using this button. It went into neutral forward. Nope, I need to go down to 70% right here. I'm pushing down on this. Now you'll see this staying in neutral longer. Then it goes into forward. Neutral. Okay. I need to go down. Now let's go down to about 30% right here. Israel launches strikes, preemptive strikes. And we're down to 2.8. Right here, 285. That's perfect for salmon. And that, with that 350 horse. Pretty cool. Then you just hit this and it deactivates it. Now the heater, you push this and you'll see it like it's highlighted. You push and then you set the temperature. You go down to where it has the power button. Press, and it says long press, take your finger off. Now you see the red and the yellow, and then when this is working, you'll see the yellow flames come up. Now, once you start this, like I did now, don't shut it back down until it totally fires up and is working, then you can shut her down. Same thing when it's cooling down, do not shut the battery switches off, let it shut completely down. So that's on that. To get out, then you would just hit this again until you hit that and hit that, but I ain't doing that right now. So okay, the stereo, that's pretty basic. trim tabs. Let's get into the trim tabs. I got just enough for that. So you can actually steer with those trim tabs. So say here I'm trimmed all the way down. Go on, now all of a sudden my steering goes out, right? So now I can use these trim tabs. Now it's starting to take me to the left right now. Oh, there's straightener out. Then I can just bring that back up again. See, now I can steer right through them bridges just by using them trim tabs. Now if I push this one, it's going to pull me to the right, which it did. Now I need to go to the left, so I need to pump this down all the way. There you go. It's going to take me over there. Look at that. Huh. So trim all the way up, you just hold that button. And of course, like, whoop, just tap it, it should bring it up automatically. There you go. Then I'm going to turn back around here. So now let's start another video.